I haven't done a Mustang video update for 2022 yet. Here it is. I've actually got some stuff going on. Although I really haven't spent a lot of time in the shop, there's stuff I've been doing here at home. Speaking of the shop, we went out there probably, I'm guessing, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the car wouldn't start. The starter was bad. No big deal. Bought the starter at O'Reilly's, was able to just exchange it and get a fresh one and put it in. Bam, car started right up, no problem. It just needed that. Battery was low too, but put it on the jump box. So as soon as nice weather rolled around, I was able to take it out for a drive, and I did. I believe it was last Wednesday I took it out for its first drive. And it ran out great. Also had beautiful days on Sunday and Monday. Was able to take it out as well. Now we've got crummy weather. I'm looking at the forecast. We have a high of 53 today, and it's going to rain. And that's the warmest it's going to be for the foreseeable future. It's going to get progressively colder. We're looking at a high of 37 next Tuesday, and a lot of rain and crap. So probably won't have the car out for a while. But that's okay. I've got some DJ stuff I need to work on anyway. Aside from that starter, what's going on? Well, being a one-armed guy, I really want to upgrade the power steering, so I did buy the Borgeson power steering upgrade kit. They have an upgrade kit, and they have a conversion kit. I bought the upgrade kit because it did not come with the Saginaw pump. I have a 69 Mustang pump that they're saying you can use with the Saginaw Borgeson kit. A lot of people have said that it's not enough power to run the power steering box. I don't know. We'll find out. But I did do my best to restore the 69 pump that came with the motor. And I have it bolted on the car. I had to get a special spacer for it. The spacer had to be drilled out because the hole wasn't big enough. And now I'm in the middle of belts for the thing, because there's no place online that tells you what belt size you use for a 3-pulley 69 Mustang. And I believe it's a 49-inch outer. I believe this because I've tried a 48 and it was too small, and a 50 was too big. So we're going to give it a try. I also got like a little variation of it, like, I don't know what it is, 49.3 or something, because there's not a lot of room for adjustment in that pump the way that bracket's made. You have to get a real specific size. So hopefully Amazon will deliver that to me. And I'm using Gates XL stuff too. It's supposed to be really good stuff. Other things to talk about with this power steering conversion that I want to do. There's a lot involved as far as fabricating and such goes. You have to cut the column to fit this new Saginaw box that's going in. So instead of cutting the original column, I built this one. It's a spare that I bought like maybe 2 years ago. I was going to do an electronic power steering on it, but the more I read about it, the more I decided I didn't want to do it. So going Borgeson, it's 2-line, no slave cylinder, no valves, none of that. But yeah, I've got new horn and turn signal mechanisms in here. There's a new harness with plugs. Done the collar up here, and that's spray paint. But solar black powder coating, Eris did this at his shop. Because you got to cut some length off of this. How much length you got to measure it out. And I didn't want to cut the original column, and I wanted something cleaned up, and I wanted to expedite this swap. You know, if somebody like Andy comes to town and wants to help me out with it, I want to have everything ready on the bench, so I don't have to stop and do all this work. So, you know, aside from, you know, maybe dash painting and cleaning up where the pump bolts on in the engine compartment, I shouldn't have to do much else. I would like to do those things, but don't have to mess with the column. That's already done. Speaking of steering stuff, late last year, I picked up this steering wheel, minus the horn button. That's another story. I picked up the steering wheel at a swap meet for $20. They go for like $1.60 on CJ, but it's a 65 wheel, and it does have some damage on it. If you look right here, some of the whatever it is, it's a almost like a wrap coating got torn off in shipment or something. So I was able to pick it up for $20. Good savings, nice brand new wheel. But my daughter Stevie's going to wrap it in leather like she has the one on the car, which has all kinds of cracks in it. So you won't even see this biff. And I had to order some parts. To pad the order, I went ahead and treated myself to a brand new horn button. Nice shiny horn button there. Unfortunately, if you look really close, it doesn't fit quite straight. I'm sure I have to monkey around with that a little bit to make it work. The original just pops right on there, one that's in the car, but this one's a little crooked, so something's not quite right. I'll put them side by side and figure out what I have to do to make this fit even better. Otherwise, I've got a disc brake conversion kit that needs to go on. Now, if you're a brake person, this is nothing to do. I'm not a brake person, so I'm going to need help with this. I got to wait for somebody to be available to help me get this conversion kit done. And I did get a 70-30 prop valve. They talked about adjustable prop valves for these, but I couldn't figure out why, because this is 70-30 distribution. So why not just get a 70-30 valve? That's what I've done. So you don't have to worry about adjusting it or anything. But the kit's nice. It's not a kit that you buy at, one of these retailers online. This was an eBay kit that somebody builds in Upland, California. And what they did, which I thought was cool, was they made a kit where I think the rotors on the car are for like a 92 Toyota something or other, and then the calipers are for a 95 Bonneville. The lines are for, I think, like a 79 Cadillac Eldorado. The reason that's cool is because you can go to your local AutoZone or Advanced or O'Reilly or Napa and just buy these parts off the shelf when you need to. So you don't have to go to like Bear or Willwood or somebody or Brembo and be at mercy as to what their prices are and whether or not they have the stuff in stock and how long it's going to take to ship to you, or if it's been discontinued or whatever. These are regular car parts that you can get anywhere, and they're really inexpensive. There's custom hubs this person has machined, and plates and all that stuff. But the really cool part about this kit is that it's the only kit I could find that allows you to use regular old 14-inch steel rims. And I really wanted to do that. Most of these kits want you to go to like a 15-inch rim at least, or bigger. Well, that's not factory. You can't put the cool spinner hubcaps on there with those. I guess there is a special steely drum brake wheel that went on those cars. I have no idea where I could find something like that. So I just went with this kit. I thought it would be a pretty practical option. So I'm looking forward to getting that on there. Speaking of hubcaps, I bought these years ago. I've got two of them. And they're just some spares. I paid $25 for the pair. The black was coming off of a lot of this, so I've used a combination of one spot, paint with a brush, and some paint pens I picked up on eBay to just clean these up. Like, these are spares, right? They're not perfect at all. They're driver quality. Make cool wall hangers, but this is just kind of little dumb stuff I've been doing while I'm waiting for some help in the weather to break. So that's what's up with the car. I really can't think of anything else except this. My brother and I have been talking a lot lately. He lives a couple states away, and he's a pretty good fabricator. He's a really good painter. He's expressed interest in actually putting some paint on this car. We're talking about possibly next winter. Maybe trailering it down to him in Indiana. Let him have it for the winter and do what he's got to do to it. That'd be cool. I mean, that would be a real family legacy car. Instead of me just throwing money at, somebody to paint the car, having my brother do it. It would be really cool for my kids and grandkids to talk about. Everything in that car was done by somebody in the family, really. So that's something that I don't want to say that I'm nervous about it. I'm not. I just won't be able to just park the car anywhere. If it's got this cherry paint job on it, it's no longer going to be this fun car. It's going to be this car where I'm yelling at people for breathing on it from 10 feet away. Now, something else I will mention, since I did mention that, my plan was to put a fresh windshield in this thing for the season, because when I drive at night, when the street lights hit it, or car lights hit it, it's like Star Wars. The window is in terrible shape, with little scratches and things. No big cracks or anything, but just scratches and stuff. So I was going to put a fresh windshield in. Well, this windshield is a pain in the butt to get in. It's not a regular windshield. You got to have a seam, and you got to have this caulk in there and a rope and all this stuff to install the windshield. Not only that, but on 65 and 66 Mustangs, you have to remove the front and rear windshield to install the headliner. I need a headliner. So if I'm going to put a windshield in, I might as well do a headliner while I'm at it, get the back window out. Well, the problem with this is, if we're going to paint the car, we got to do it. Well, it would be best to do it without a headliner in it. So what I might do is reach out to some local friends and find out if there's anybody out there that does glass repair. Maybe they can make the glass that's in the car a little better for now, the original glass. Something I might do later. In the meantime, yeah, that's what I'm up to. And the big plan is to try to go to the All Ford show again here in Milwaukee on May 22nd. See how much I can get before that. And my brother even talked about maybe coming up a week before, helping me get the car ready. And helping my son-in-law if he needs any to get his T-Bird ready to go. Everything's going to be a driving project, but still want to attend. We got rained out last year. Hopefully we don't this year. We have good weather. But, that's the plan. And maybe I can get all this stuff I'm talking about on the car by then and, button up a couple other things. And if I find a windshield guy, that'd be great too. But anyway, that's it, folks. I'll do more on the car when I'm out by the car. When I'm out there, I'm busy doing things, and my mom's there, or I have a family out there, and I really just can't walk away and shoot a video. I've got other things going on, which is more important than videos. So I'm doing this one just to update you. Once we dig into this stuff a little more, I'll do more video. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.